This used to be an old cleaning rack. Today it will start fires. Let's get going. So guys, today I'm just out here in the forest. I'm preparing for a longer trip that I'll be going on this summer. I got my meal pack with me. I have the materials for the char cloth in my bag. If you're new to char cloth is a tinder that you can use to start a fire. Just like cotton pads, grass or whatever material you're using. Today I'm just using this old rack to make the char cloth. You could use all sorts of materials. You could use something like this, an old branch from a tree. You could use a fungus. What I usually use, this is just an old tin from the pellets to a BB gun. And I just punched a hole in the middle. And then I'm going to prepare some small pieces, put it in here and then put it over the fire. What you also need is a striker, and you need a piece of flint. Here in Denmark, flint is very common, so you can find this wherever you are, on the ground, in the soil, or yeah. And this is just an old file that I've cut into a smaller piece, and then I grinded one of the ends to make it flat. When I combine that with my flint, create sparks. The material you need is high carbon steel, like this old striker. These are very accessible and very cheap where I live, so I usually just buy a bunch of these and cut them down. But one of these will hold you for a long time. There we go. I just have my aluminum lid that I always use to get a boil going faster. But let's prepare some of this char cloth. I brought my Victorinox, my SAK Swiss Army knife multi-tool today. For those of you who haven't seen my latest video, go check it out if you like. I talk a little about these small multi-tools and why I think they're really great bringing on small trips, whether you're camping, hiking or doing bushcraft or whatever you like to do. But let's get some of this processed. Is that I make some layers depending on the sharpness of your knife, just like this, and then I cut it. And again. And then I just make a bunch of these small pieces that are perfect and ready to char. Let's just prepare a bit more. Sometimes I just make the pieces a bit longer or a bit bigger, depending on the size of the container. Yeah. But this should be enough for now. And as you can see in one of these cloths, you have a lot of material. You can use an old pair of pants, you can use a t-shirt or whatever you have laying around. So instead of throwing out your old clothing, then you can just reuse it for char cloth. And like I talk about in the video, these pliers are awesome to take care of your hot cookware. At least the setup I'm using. But let's get another one going and then we can start charring the material. Then I just fill the cotton down in the container, put on the lid and yeah, close it up, and it's ready to be put on the fire. Before I start, I always just prepare a small stick, put this in the hole to make it airtight. And I'm going to show you when I do the char cloth, but this is not necessary, but the char cloth gets better if you do it like this. Just like that. As you can see, it starts smoking, and that's a good sign. And when the smoke stops, then I usually put in the twig. I just let it cool for a few minutes. Just cut these into half. And as you can see, actually now it's not burning anymore. Put the twig in now, just like that, and take it off. And then I'll just let it rest. Put this on again and get it to boil. Just add a few spring onions. It gives a nice color, but it also tastes really good. And then the sweet peas. Just cut off the ends. Just put them in here too. Just add these to the mix. And just let this sit for a few minutes. Just try and pry this up. Sometimes it's not that easy, but sometimes I just need to pry it up, just like that. It actually looks quite decent. And then I just put it under when I start striking with my steel. But let's try it out. Just like that. I don't know if you can see it. It's ignited. Let me just try that again. Just like that, it's ignited. You can see a spark going. And then I just take the char cloth and put it inside here. And as you can see, we have flames. And just put it down and get your tinder ready. And just like that, guys, the most important thing when you're starting a fire is having your tinder ready, your tinder and your kindling and your firewood. So when you have a flame going, then you can just feed it. But guys, this is how I made char cloth: a tin, a small stick to put in the hole, a piece of flint, a striker, and some cotton material to put in the tin. And that's it. Why not just bring lighter? Sometimes it's just more fun being a bit more primitive and just trying to enhance your skills and getting better. But guys, before I wrap this up, I want to show you a quick tip on another great tinder that you can use when you're outside starting a fire. Birch bark. The bark from the birch tree are highly flammable and are really easy to ignite with your ferro rod or with a lighter. So this is a great thing to bring when you're outside. Just like that. And then you take your secondary piece and ignite that. It burns really, really well. And then you just take this and your tinder, whatever you have, and you start your fire. Just take out most of the liquid. That's how I like it. And I have my sausages, I have my sweet peas, and then I have my spring onion. Voila, dinner's ready. Bon appetit. This is good. This is really, really good. But guys, that's all for me today. Some delicious food, preparing some char cloth and just having a good time. Taking some of these mental breaks that I think is so important to get away from society, to get away from the rush. It's good for my mind. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, learned a little, or just had a good time with me out here in the forest. If you haven't yet, consider subscribing, hitting the like button, or just leaving a comment. I'm Mads, this is Leaf Outdoors. I hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world. I'll see you in the next one. Leaf Outdoors, signing out.